No single lead generation strategy works for everyone or every market or even for every situation. The key to success is really finding that right combination of strategies that align with your goals, your market, and your unique strengths as an agent. For example, if you're great at building relationships, you might lean more heavily into referrals and networking. If you're tech savvy, digital marketing, SEO, and paid ads might become your bread and butter. And if you love creating content, social media and email campaigns could be where you shine. The idea isn't to do everything at once, but to focus on a few core strategies that work well together and execute them consistently. For instance, you might use social media to capture leads, email marketing to nurture them, and referrals to then get more leads from that strategy. Welcome back to the podcast. It's been a couple of weeks since I have done a live podcast, so I'm super excited to share with you a bit of a life update, what's been happening for me. A couple of things, exciting things have been happening in my world. I had a holiday to Thailand, which was super fun, and I got to connect with some of my best friends from overseas, which I don't get to see very regularly. Once I got back from there, I then was thrown straight back into the business, and a little secret, Kat is coming out of the bag right now. I have been in the process of selling my rent roll, and it finally went through a week after I got back from my holiday, which has been amazing. And I will share a full podcast episode on that process and what my experience was like selling the rent roll. And the other exciting news is I just also then had another week away. I got to go to Tassie and join Hayley Mitchell and a group of other amazing coaches and mentors in the industry, and we presented at her PM Thrive conference, which was super fun and super insightful. I learned a lot there as well from some of the co-speakers. It's actually not something that I'm really comfortable with, public speaking, which many of you listening might find really strange, because I have no problem jumping on a podcast and chatting and interviewing people. But when all the eyes are on me, and it's terrifying and I freak out, and it takes a lot of energy out of me. I get very drained after I do it. And I have a lot of talking myself off the ledge, wanting to talk myself out of actually showing up and doing any public speaking. So yeah, it was definitely something out of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad that I did it, and I embraced the fear and I did it anyway. But let's dive into this episode today, and I want to talk about the lead generation mindset and how it can actually transform your business. And I don't say that lightly, because it actually did transform my own real estate business. We're not going to just talk about the tips and tricks today. I want to share how shifting my mindset completely and utterly transformed my business. And I'm talking like numbers exploded inside my business. We'll also cover why lead generation matters, the top strategies that are actually working and that have worked for me and I'm seeing working for a lot of the clients that I'm now working with, and how having a growth mindset can make all the difference. It can be that it can actually just be the simple shift that you need to make. I also want to share, I guess, the personal story, and I'll dive into that a little bit more, about I was at a point in my business where I was not growing. I was stagnant. We were I think it was around just under the 500, heading up to that magic 500 number, and we couldn't quite get there. And the reality was I really wasn't doing a lot to get there. We got to 400 very easily through some relationships that we had built, but that 500, we just couldn't cross that barrier. And I'd been talking about, wanting to grow, wanting to get over that 500 barrier, but I kept putting off all the hard work of prospecting. I'd get caught up in admin tasks or helping the team out. And I'd keep telling myself, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll start next week. Does that sound familiar to any of you? And one day I realized that nothing would change unless I did. So I set a clear goal to grow my portfolio by 100 properties in 12 months. I created a plan that included daily prospecting calls, weekly letters being sent out, following up relentlessly, and tracking my results religiously. Then I committed to taking action every single day. It wasn't easy, but the results were incredible. I hit my goal. That year taught me that growth isn't just about having the right tools or strategy. It's 100% about the mindset. And I put off lead generation and prospecting because ultimately I hated rejection and hearing no constantly. And if any of you have done prospecting or cold calling, you will know that you hear a lot more no's than you do yes. And it feels uncomfortable. And that little bullied girl inside of me really didn't like it. She feared it. My voice was constantly screaming at me. No one likes you. What are you doing this? People can see straight through you. You don't know what the hell you are talking about. And she kept me avoiding lead generation and prospecting and cold calling like the plague. And I know many of you can relate to these stories that we tell ourselves when we step out of our comfort zone. And that's because we're all human and wired pretty much the same way. But the good news is you can overcome the fear, let go of the stories you tell yourself and those limiting self-beliefs that are holding you back. If you're serious about growth, you really do need to embrace challenges, stay consistent, and take action even when it's uncomfortable. Remember, progress beats perfection every single time. Now, I want you to stick around because at the end of this episode, I've got an exciting Black Friday offer to share with you. It's a 2-week trial of our brand new lead generation service for real estate agents. It's a game changer, and I promise you won't want to miss it. All right, so let's start with the basics. Why is lead generation so important for your business? Lead generation is simply the process of finding people who need your services, whether they're buyers, sellers, landlords, or tenants. And without them, you don't have a pipeline. And without a pipeline, your income and business growth are unpredictable at best. In real estate, leads are everything. They fuel your pipeline, they keep your calendar full, they help you build long-term relationships that lead to referrals and repeat business. Think of it this way. Lead generation is like planting seeds. The more seeds you plant and nurture, the more you can harvest. And without those seeds, though, there's nothing to grow. So let me share the top 5 lead generators that I have used in my business and that I am coaching and working with other clients on implementing into their businesses. The first one is referrals. This one will never go away. They're absolute gold. These leads come pre-qualified and with a level of trust already built into them. To get more referrals, you need to simply stay in touch with past clients, ask for recommendations or referrals from your existing clients, put yourself out there in a networking group, a BNI, or some other type of networking group. My first 400 managements were largely off the back of a referral relationship with some developers and builders. The second one is social media. If you're not using social media to its full potential, you're missing a huge opportunity. Social media isn't just about posting, it's about engaging, showcasing your expertise and turning your followers into potential leads. So here's a few ways that you can capture leads effectively through your social media. The first one is you want to make sure that your profiles are optimized. Make sure that you have a bio that clearly states who you are, what you do, and how people can contact you. Add a link to a lead capture page or your website as well. You want to be sharing a mix of engaging posts, for example, video walkthrough of properties, market updates, educational content like 5 tips for home buyers or 5 ways to increase the value of your investment, or testimonials, case studies and success stories is also other great content that you can be sharing. You can also share really easily without being too tech savvy, polls and Q&A sessions or contests to encourage engagement. Lead magnets are also another tool that I share. These offer valuable resources in exchange for contact information, like a downloadable suburb market report or a free guide to selling your home. You can also share exclusive invites to webinars or investor education sessions as well. And you can use tools like Facebook and Instagram lead forms. These allow users to provide their contact details directly within the app without having to leave the platform. So it makes it seamless for them to get in touch and reach out to you. I'm super excited to share today's podcast sponsor, HD&U, with you. Having met Stuart Hayes and worked with him on the show, I know firsthand how passionate he is about transforming workplace dynamics for real estate teams. With decades of expertise, HD&U creates unparalleled team experiences that elevate both well-being and performance. They make leadership simpler, smarter, and more effective by focusing on the needs of people and the goals of the business. HD&U doesn't just develop leaders, they build empowered, cohesive teams that truly understand how to work together for maximum impact. Whether it's streamlining processes, boosting morale, or unlocking new levels of productivity, HD&U equips real estate leaders with the tools to lead with confidence and clarity. Hallelujah, that sounds amazing to me. Experience the future of team success with HD&U, where better work really does begin. And here's something special for That Property Mum listeners. HD&U is offering an exclusive team and culture-focused survey, complete with an analysis and a one-on-one debrief with Director Stuart Hayes, all for an incredible price of just $750. Head to the show notes to find out more. If you're ready to be a super organised, focused and productive property manager, buckle up, because Colmio is about to revolutionise the way that you work. Colmio is the driving force behind property management excellence in residential real estate. Now picture this, a comprehensive end-to-end system designed to be the beating heart of your property management tasks, manage your properties, owners and tenants, and handle payments, inspections, and even marketing listings without leaving the platform. Colmio is designed to be an all-in-one solution to all your property management needs. And here's the game changer. Colmio isn't just software. It's been awarded the most innovative prop tech Scale Up in 2023. Yes, you heard it right. Colmio has been recognised for their groundbreaking approach to property management software. How good is that? So property managers, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, dive into the future of property management with Colmio. You can book in a demo with the team today and go in their weekly draw for a Prezi gift card worth $100. All you need to do is to head to the link colmio.com/thatpropertymum, and Colmio is KOLMEO. One of our done-for-you social clients just today, at the time of this recording, I just got a text message from our team to say that they just got a new listing off the back of a reel we posted about a walkthrough through a property that she had just listed, and she got another listing off the back of that reel. So I can honestly say that embracing social media and putting yourself out there with the right strategy really can help your business and turn those leads into new clients. Digital marketing, you probably heard me harping on in many episodes about the power of digital marketing. It takes your lead generation to the next level by helping you capture leads across multiple online channels. Some ways that you can do this effectively: search engine optimization. You can optimize your website and blog content to rank higher in Google searches. For example, you could write articles like the best suburbs to invest in, or what to expect when selling your property, and include your local suburb in there. Make sure that you have a call to action in every blog post, such as, download our free guide, have a free appraisal of your property. Google Ads is another great way to boost your digital marketing and generate leads. You can target high value keywords like real estate agent in your suburb, property manager in your core suburbs. You can drive traffic to specific pages of your website or a lead capture form like a lead magnet. You can offering stuff valuable stuff in exchange for their content information. You can have email capture on your website as well. Use pop-ups or banners that offer something irresistible. Get a free market analysis of your property, for example, and people would have to enter their details in there, or how to make, top dollar for your latest sale, or how we achieve, record prices when selling properties. I'm trying to think of something irresistible off the cuff here. How to, find a tenant in 3 days, for example. Those are some examples that you can have on your website that would be great ideas to help you generate more leads. Retargeting ads. This is something you can do with Google Ads and Facebook ads. Have you ever noticed when you go to a website, you might search up some shoes, then all of a sudden ads for shoes are popping up on your Facebook and your Instagram? These are called retargeting ads and are very effective as well. And your online reviews and testimonials, these are very powerful as well. The typical online customer journey is they'll Google a property manager in your core area or real estate agency in your core area. They will go to your website. They will then go and check out your reviews, and then probably the next step, they will go and check you out online as well. And here's the thing. Social media and digital marketing aren't just tools, they're actually lead generating machines when used strategically. The key is to provide value, to be consistent, and always have a way to capture contact information, whether it's a Facebook lead form, a downloadable guide on your website, or a retargeting ad. Make it easy for potential clients to reach out and connect with you. Another lead generation tool that you can be using is your email or SMS marketing campaigns. Now, email marketing is not spam if done correctly. It's a fantastic way to nurture your database, send out newsletters, market updates, or even simple tips for buying or selling or investing. The goal is to stay top of mind so that when someone's ready to buy, sell, or change property managers, they're thinking of you. Email marketing remains one of the most effective ways to communicate and connect with your audience over a long period of time. It allows you to build trust, educate your leads, and gently guide them towards making a decision to work with you. So here's some of the ways that you can make email marketing work for you. Segment your database. Not all leads are the same. Some are homeowners thinking about selling while others are wanting to buy. Some are investors. Some are already your clients. By segmenting your database, you can send more relevant emails that resonate with each group in there. You can automate your nurture campaign. So set up a drip campaign to send a series of automated emails to your leads over time. For example, day 1 might be a simple thanks for signing up. Here's your free property market report. Day 7 might be something of value like top 5 mistakes to avoid when buying an investment property. And day 14 might be, do you want to know how much your property is worth in today's market? When was the last time you had a sales or rental market appraisal? The goal is to stay, like I said, top of mind and provide value without being too pushy or salesy. Make sure you also add value in those emails and also include strong calls to action. You want them to have a clear way to make and take a next step with you. SMS marketing. In real estate, SMS marketing can be a really powerful tool because it's direct, it's immediate, and it has really high open rates. Think about your own habits with your text messaging. How many times do you see your phone light up and there's a text message on there? And curiosity gets us, which is what they're designed to do. Curiosity gets us. We have to go and see who was that text message from. So that is why SMS marketing can be very powerful. The next lead generation idea I want to share with you, or strategy, is leads from data. Now, this one is an absolute game changer, and this is where a lot of my leads came from when I achieved that 100 properties and pushed myself over the 500. I ended up, I think, at the end of that year with 640 managements, to be correct. 2 of my clients, though, did have up to 30 properties each. But this getting leads from the data that's already out there is invaluable. It involves using tools and services that pull property and homeowner data to identify people who might be ready to buy, sell, or lease. For example, you can use data to target homeowners who've owned their properties for over 10 plus years and maybe considering downsizing, or landlords with long-term tenancies who might be ready to switch property managers. Or simply, you might want to just start building a database of investor clients in the core suburbs that you want to target or work in. Now, by leveraging these insights, you can reach out with tailored messaging, making the prospecting efforts much more effective. The key here is to use high quality, accurate data and have a consistent follow-up plan. Data-driven leads are incredibly powerful because they give you a head start in connecting with potentially motivated prospects. And finally, there is paid advertising. We touched on that a little bit in digital marketing, but platforms like Google Ads and Facebook Ads allow you to target specific demographics so that you can connect with high value leads in your core area. The trick really ultimately is finding the right mix of these strategies and being consistent with your efforts. No single lead generation strategy works for everyone or every market or even for every situation. The key to success is really finding that right combination of strategies that align with your goals, your market, and your unique strengths as an agent. For example, if you're great at building relationships, you might lean more heavily into referrals and networking. If you're tech savvy, digital marketing, SEO, and paid ads might become your bread and butter. And if you love creating content, social media and email campaigns could be where you shine. The idea isn't to do everything at once, but to focus on a few core strategies that work well together and execute them consistently. For instance, you might use social media to capture leads, email marketing to nurture them, and networking and referrals to then get more leads from that strategy. Consistency is really crucial. It builds the momentum and the trust when you show up regularly, whether it's posting on social media, sending emails, or following up with leads. You create a sense of reliability. And over time, people start to see you as that go-to person for their real estate or property management needs. Think of it this way. Lead generation, again, is it's definitely like planting those seeds. By finding your ideal mix of strategies and staying consistent, you'll not only generate more leads, but also build a reputation for reliability, professionalism, and expertise in your market. So let's just quickly, I know I've shared a lot of content with you, so let's just quickly recap on what we covered today. We talked about why lead generation is key to consistent business growth, the top strategies to generate leads, and how shifting your mindset can make all the difference. And now that we've talked about the importance of lead generation and how to build the right mindset, I want to help you take the next step. My team has just launched a brand new lead generation service specifically designed for real estate agents and property management business owners. We do all the heavy lifting so that you can focus on closing deals. And because it's Black Friday, we're offering a special 2-week trial so you can experience the results for yourself. Simply head to the show notes and book your trial in and learn more about our offer. It's only available for a limited time, so please don't miss out. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please share it with your fellow real estate professionals who are struggling with growth and lead generation. I'm super excited to share today's podcast sponsor, HD and You, with you. Having met Stuart Hayes and worked with him on the show, I know firsthand how passionate he is about transforming workplace dynamics for real estate teams. With decades of expertise, HD&U creates unparalleled team experiences that elevate both well-being and performance. They make leadership simpler, smarter, and more effective by focusing on the needs of people and the goals of the business. HD&U doesn't just develop leaders, they build empowered, cohesive teams that truly understand how to work together for maximum impact. Whether it's streamlining processes, boosting morale, or unlocking new levels of productivity, HD&U equips real estate leaders with the tools to lead with confidence and clarity. Hallelujah, that sounds amazing to me. Experience the future of team success with HD&U, where better work really does begin. And here's something special for That Property Mum listeners. HD&U is offering an exclusive team and culture-focused survey, complete with an analysis and a one-on-one debrief with Director Stuart Hayes, all for an incredible price of just $750. Head to the show notes to find out more. Can I ask you a quick favour before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.